Good afternoon, everyone. It's Linda Jordon with LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to talk about how to have a millionaire mindset. And there's 3 simple things that you can do. So I want to make sure that you don't allow limiting beliefs to prevent you from greatness. So you're probably asking, well, what are limiting beliefs? So limiting beliefs are when you're dealing with a couple of fears. The first one that we often face is that fear of failure. Fear of failure. I sometimes say it's called fear of success. But that's when you're doing something that's different, something that's new, something that takes you out of your comfort zone. And so by having that fear of failure, sometimes it prevents us from moving forward. We're afraid to make a mistake. We're afraid that we won't be successful. We're afraid of what people might say about us. And you can't allow that to prevent you from your greatness. So that's the first thing, is let's try to get over that fear of failure. Now, it won't be easy, but taking baby steps along the way will help you do that. The second one is we sometimes think that we're not good enough. There are other people doing certain things, and we'll just say, well, I may do that later, but I don't think I can do it. Stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, because you are. If someone else can do it, then you're just as good as that next person. Don't allow that limiting belief to prevent you from being successful or doing what you think is best for you. Limiting beliefs can be very dangerous, and they can prevent you from doing things that can help you along the way. So you may have had an experience in childhood or some other experience that made you feel that you weren't good enough, or someone said something to you that made you feel that you weren't good enough. And you have carried that along with you as an adult. And so getting rid of that, I'd say take that monkey off your back and don't allow that to prevent you from your greatness. The third is fear of rejection. Now, everybody wants to be accepted, but no one wants to be rejected. So, unfortunately, when you want to do something different, start a business, change careers, you're going to have that fear of rejection because you're not sure what's going to happen. We all want to be accepted. But I'm here to tell you that you need to get in the habit of being rejected, because you're going to get a lot of rejections. Even if you're very successful and you're a coach or you have your own business, you're going to get a lot of no's from individuals. No's for if you're making sales calls. You're going to get a lot of no's. Some of you know that I do real estate investing. So I get a lot of no's before I get that first yes. So you have to be comfortable with that rejection. Be comfortable with someone telling you, now is not the right time. And you turn that around to a positive. So it doesn't mean no forever. It just means no right now. So maybe now is not a good time. So get used to hearing the fear. Get used to hearing rejection, because fear of rejection can be detrimental when you're trying to start a business, change a career, change your mindset about something. So don't allow that to prevent you from your greatness. And you'll hear me continue to say that. Don't allow that to prevent you from your greatness, because that's what this is about. There's so much greatness inside of you, but you're allowing external things to prevent you from that greatness. So don't do that. Now, there are 3 areas that we always put ourselves in. I call it, the first is the zones. We're in that comfort zone. So we need to get out of that comfort zone. Start being uncomfortable being uncomfortable. The second is growth zone. Have confidence, have sense of empowerment. Yes, have confidence that you can do this, whatever it is. If it's a new relationship, a new job, starting a business, whatever it is that's different, a new relationship. Have confidence that you can do it and you'll be successful at it. Then, of course, that's that nasty old fear zone. And, we have to ask ourselves, am I okay with having a sense of fear? Because fear is something that will hold you back. But we also need to remember that every time you have that sense of fear, then that's building up more confidence and that's building up your growth. So fear is that each step of fear is 2 steps to growth. So just remember that. And then the fourth is that learning zone. I'm a learner by trade, have always been a learner, will always be a learner. But take the time to invest in yourself. We all know that knowledge is power. Once you learn something, no one can take it away from you. So invest in yourself. Even if it's, going to a webinar and it's free, invest the time to learn and enrich yourself with new knowledge, new acquaintances. Maybe having that group of network people that you associate with, maybe you need to change that up a little bit, because if you keep doing the same thing you've always done, you'll get the same thing you've always gotten. So sometimes we have to shake it up a little bit. So maybe having a new network group will help you in your learning zone. But most importantly, be curious about learning. Ask questions. Don't just sit there and soak in information. Ask questions, because the more questions that you ask, the more you're going to retain what you've learned. And if you're anyone that was like me in school, I was always the person raising my hand because I always want to ask questions. I needed to know more. So I want you to want to know more. So be curious about learning. Ask more questions. Invest in yourself. Have confidence. Don't let that fear monger get over you and pull you back in. So don't do that. And then be comfortable being uncomfortable. So hopefully those tidbits that I've shared with you today are very helpful for those that are listening. If you're ready to make a change in your life, or you want to do something differently, you're ready to get out of that comfort zone, you're ready to start a new business, change careers, looking for a promotion, or you need to find a job, whatever it is, or if it even is investing in real estate. If that is you, then we need to have a conversation. But for some of you, that's not you. Maybe it's not the right time for you, and that's okay. I'll still be here when you're ready. But for those that are ready and you want to learn more, tomorrow's Friday. So we'll be setting up for next week. So I will have 5 spots for next week on Monday through Wednesday. So set up a free 30-minute conversation with me and let's talk to find out, how I can help you stimulate your millionaire mindset so that you too can enjoy life to the fullest and you can be your best in everything that you do, whatever that is that you want to do. So let's have a conversation. My information will be in the chat, and so I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.